Ain't no secret. It's your dude, Eddie Kane Jr. Like, share, subscribe. If you subscribe to me, leave a comment down the post. I'ma sub back to you, Rit. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, my people. Welcome back. Y'all know where we at. It's EKJonsports. And it's finally upon us. Game week. Michigan, Ohio State, the Wolverines, the Buckeyes, and the stakes couldn't be higher. This is about to be the rubber match of games where both teams are 11-0. The first game being back in 2006. That's what's known as the game of the century. Both teams 11-0 going to that game down in C-Bus. Ohio State, it was going back and forth. Ohio State behind Troy Smith pulled out a nail biter, 42-39 down in C-Bus. Round two, last year, in C-Bus, once again, both teams 11-0. Michigan gets their, they tie it up in these type of games behind the running of Donovan Edwards. I can still see him running down that sideline. It's 1-1. They're about to break the tie this year. We're going to dive into different things that might cause either or to get that victory. And we're going to have Eddie Kane Jr. prediction at the end. You know what I'm talking about? The series stands at 60, 51-6. Michigan leads the all-time series. This is about to be the 119th installment of the game. And right now, both teams are coming in playing a little bit different levels right now. I would say Ohio State's coming in playing some of their best ball to this point right now. Kyle McCord, he had against Michigan State, had his highest yardage total to date, connecting with Marvin Harrison Jr. for a couple touchdowns, and MHJ also ran in a touchdown. Ohio State is definitely feeling a little more comfortable in the passing game. Now the running game, work in progress. They are healthy, though. That's the one thing. Both teams are coming into this game fairly healthy. Ohio State has Lathan Ransom out. Michigan's a little nicked up on the O-line. And also J.J. McCarthy. That's something to watch. He's been a little banged up since the Penn State game. Roman Wilson left the game yesterday. Did not return. We'll see the status of him. But right now, the spread, the initial spread was kind of high to me. It was Michigan -6. It's definitely right now, you can see different spreads. I've seen -4.5 at another site. So me personally, now this is the elephant in the room. That sign stealing scandal going on up in AA, up in Ann Arbor. Will this affect any more coaches? Will this have will this catch up with the Wolverines where it's just so much outside noise that they can't focus in the building? Honestly, I don't think that's the case. I think this is actually galvanizing that team. They already have that Michigan versus everybody mentality. I think it's going to bring them closer, and they're going to fight hard, especially this game they want to have for their coach. Now, Michigan's coming off their 1,000th win in school history versus Maryland, and that was a game Maryland squad. I got to give props to Mike Loxley down there in Maryland. Brother, you got the defense performing at a higher level. And if you can keep more of your DMV talent in Maryland, you guys are going to be a force to come. Now, granted, you're going to get 4 more teams into the big next year from the Pac-10, but I digress. This game, we're about to see strength versus strength. Ohio State, their strength is their offense. I will say their defense has played better. It's getting gradually better. Is it up to the silver bullets level that of years gone by? I don't know. We're going to see about that. Michigan's defense came up with huge stops versus Maryland in the fourth quarter. They saved that game. Mikey Sainristil playing like a first-team All-Big Ten selection. At the very least, should be second. Media and coaches. But we're going to see both teams are fairly healthy. Can Ohio State run versus that Michigan D-line and backers? Can Michigan stop Ohio State's run with just their front seven? This game, hey, we can throw out all the the passing, the dipsy-do dunkaroo. It comes down to the line of scrimmage. Which team is physical and can win the line of scrimmage? Now, Ohio State, that's where they've been lacking at the last few years in this rivalry, the last couple years in this rivalry. They've been lacking. They've been getting pushed around a little bit. Maybe not as much last year, but definitely the year prior in 2021, Michigan controlled the line of scrimmage. They controlled it last year as well. Ohio State did a little better in that regard. That's what I want to see. We're going to check that line of scrimmage out and see who can win that rushing battle, because we all know the last 20, we can just go back history of this. The team who rushes for the most yards will win this game, and I don't see that changing. I see that continuing in this game. So right now, Ryan Day, he has the weight of the world on his shoulders. And let me tell you why. He's lost the last 2 games, getting boat raced in C-Bus last year. This will be 3 in a row for him. And the man has a 90% winning percentage overall. Great winning percentage. But he has a losing record versus Michigan, and that cannot be abided down in Columbus. So we're going to see the game plan he has. Is he going to be able to overcome just Michigan, who has been just the dominant team in the Big Ten, and get a victory? Or will it be the same old format? Michigan control the line of scrimmage, get that run game going, and mix in some deep passes, and Ohio State can't handle it. We're going to see. We're definitely going to see if Michigan's offense can get in gear. Now, that's one other thing. JJ has not been throwing the ball well. He's missed some wide open receivers. They've dropped some passes that they normally catch. The running game, I will say this, the rushing game actually has been picking up steam the last few weeks. As far as yards per rush and overall yardage per game. So we're going to see what happens with that. I can't wait. The game, Michigan, Ohio State. And now it's time for Eddie Kane Jr.'s prediction. I'm going to tell you what. Going to be another great game. The 119th installment of The Game will also be a great game. I see Michigan having an edge in quarterback play, and that's where I think the game will be won for Michigan. It's just they have a quarterback who can make plays with his arm and with his legs. And I think he just has he's way more battle tested than McCord. Although I will give McCord props. That victory down in Notre Dame, when he took him on that last drive to actually win on the last play of the game, that showed grit and tenacity and tested his mettle. So I definitely think McCord, he's going to rise to the occasion. It's going to be a little too big for McCord in AA. I got Michigan winning this game 35. Ohio State 23. I think Michigan has more playmakers on the defense, and I think they're going to I think they have the better quarterback play going into this game. So we're going to see what happens. Y'all let me know your prediction down in the comments. Hey, and if you're not subscribed to me, hit that sub button. Welcome to the Renegades. Dude.